What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, welcome. Hope you like what you see. You guys that are coming back, thanks for your continued support. So as usual, we're going to jump into this. We've got our PSA AKM-ish thing. They call it an AKS, I believe. Yeah. But anyway, this is going to be kind of a short and sweet video. As I mentioned in the initial video of this rifle, I'm not too big of a fan of this Magpul stuff, so the goal is to take the stuff off and replace it with something. So obviously this thing is rattle canned, and so are the parts, so not everybody's going to want to buy something that is rattle canned because it probably won't match their gun, even if their gun is rattle canned. So we're going to go over a quick and easy way to take off spray paint. So the main thing that we're going to need here is going to be this stuff. It's called Citrus Strip. I found this at Walmart. This says it has no harsh fumes, but you definitely want to use it outside. This is a paint and varnish stripper. So I think its primary purpose is to strip off varnish, because it does say that you can leave this on anywhere from 30 minutes to 24 hours. We're not going to leave it on there that long. It's not going to take that long at all. Spray paint is not the most resilient paint in the world, so this should be pretty quick and easy. They do recommend gloves because it says if you get this stuff on your skin that the burning and tingling sensation won't happen immediately. So you might think you're fine at first and then be in some trouble later. So probably grab you some gloves. It's recommending some sort of eye protection. I've already got that, so got those bases covered. So anyway, let's just get into this. So before we take off, I just want to note that I've got my bolt forward, I've got my safety on. I'm not going to plug the bore up, but yeah, I think this is exactly how the original person painted this, so that's how we want to spray this down with the Citrus Strip and get everything off there. So before you get started, if you notice that PSA AK does not have any optics or anything like that on there. So if you do have optics, you want to be sure to tape off the lenses and stuff, because that Citrus Strip is so serious that it will take the coating off the lens. So if you have like some sort of anti-reflection, anti-glare or whatever, it'll take that off. So yeah, be sure to do that. Don't skip that step before you get started. All right, so it does recommend that you shake this stuff up for a while, and preferably that it is up to room temperature. Again, if you guys are doing this outside, make sure that you're not downwind of this stuff. It blows, blows onto your skin, whatever. Today's pretty still, so I'm not really too worried about it. But it says to apply a pretty liberal coating around a foot away. So anyway, let's get started. All right, now that we got a pretty good coat on here, where I'm gonna set a timer on my phone for about somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes. So we're gonna wait a little bit, then we'll be on the next step. All right, as you might be able to see, that paint is nice and bubbled up. Now we gotta get it off there. The quick and easy way, get a hose. So, as you can see, this started taking this off pretty good, but let this be an example here why it's important to make sure you get a really thick coat of this Citrus Strip on there. That, or this guy just really laid the paint on here. So we're gonna repeat the process on what's left over and see what we can come up with. So obviously, if you do need to apply another coat of this Citrus Strip, you want to completely dry whatever it is that you're putting that on before you apply the new coat, because obviously the water's going to affect how well that works. Okay, so I believe we're pretty much done. We've gotten pretty much all of it off there. And I did have to apply a couple of coats, mainly because this handguard and stuff was kind of covering up part of the receiver, part of the handguard retainer and everything. So I did have to remove that stuff to get some of the parts that were covered up. But you can see, got all of that off there. Got it all off the Ultimac gas tube. The only thing, surprisingly, that it didn't come off great on is the rubberized grip, even though the paint was coming off just from holding it. So that one was kind of surprising. There you have it. If you have a rifle that you're not super satisfied with your own personal rattle can job, or you are looking at buying something that is rattle canned, just so you know, it's not that bad to get off of there. I did have to use a little plastic bristle brush, and that kind of helped. I still got a couple places, got some on here, but again, this is going to be kind of a beater gun, so I'm not super worried about it. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, drop them down in the comment section. If you like what you see, consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.